Today we're going to be setting up a RAG agent that's going to be within your Slack workspace that generates a response to this prospect in case you ever don't know what to say or you want to be sure what to say of exactly what you're selling. This is going to be very simple. You can build it out to be super complex with whatever sort of company or offer that you have. So let's hop right into the workflow and I'll show you guys how it's done. So this is essentially what we're doing. We have our RAG agent set up and it's a very simple workflow. I'm going to show you from this spot to this spot exactly how to create this and how to set it up correctly. But let's see it in action first. So in here, we have the spot 1000. If you guys didn't see my most recent video, setting up your Slack API credentials, I'll have that above. The video, quite honestly, is not too good. There was like a green glitching feature that was going on and making it kind of hard to watch, to be honest, but I'll show you how to set it up. It's out there. So what we're doing with this is we tag our bot and then we give it a prompt and we'll pretend that this is a real place. Maybe it is. And now we have the trigger that just went off with our variables that are set, like our email, our company name, my name, and our RAG agent is generating a response through our sales process that I will show you guys right there, just in terms of outreach. And we used Open Router to connect any LLM of our choice. I have a video for that as well up there to send it through the prompt that we made and then output the message. So let's see exactly what it put out. This is a final attempt for an email for PD's Pies. Hey, first name, hope this email finds you well. My name is this from that. I noticed PD Pies has that website. Today's digital world, strong online presence can help you attract more customers. Showcase your delicious pies and even streamline orders. We specialize in blah, 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 blah. So I'd love to chat about how PD's Pies can stand out online. Are you available for a quick call this week? Let me know what time works for you, or feel free to apply with any questions. And then it has all of our credentials, and obviously you can prompt it, get rid of those asterisks, maybe have somewhere too where you can fill out that first name. But this is not bad. And so all I would do is essentially copy this and then go put it into an email or build this out even more to attach to an email that we have already sent. But I'm going to show you just the initial process to do exactly what I just did. You tell it create this attempt for an email outreach for this company to pitch them a website, and then it generates this. So first step we want to do is connect our Slack credentials. Now I'm going to actually build this brand new right under here. So we have Slack. So like I said, I had a video before where I showed you how to connect those credentials. Follow that through the exact step-by-step way that I showed you, and you will have your Slack API set up. You're going to want to trigger it on to the bot/app mention, and then the channel, which will be from the Ace bot or whatever channel that you essentially created for your bot. Next, you're going to go to your variables. So come over here and just type edit fields or set fields, add a field, and let's say we want to name this company name, and your company name is Logs 11, and you can keep that right here. Of course, it's going to connect, but we will connect those two. And now we have the Slack RAG agent. So for this, I'm just going to copy this and put it down here. All I did for this is not actually called Slack RAG agent. Just go in here, click AI, and then AI agent, and it's going to pop up to be exactly like so. I just renamed it. And then down here in the chat model, we can go ahead and click Open Router or whatever LLM that you want to use, but I decided to go with Open Router. And that's all we need to do for that. So within here, right, we have the exact prompt that I used. I just said go through the Google Doc and issue for the issue below. And actually, let me show you this one because it's a little bit easier. So for this, I have the Slack trigger item, JSON block, the element text. So that will be this one right here. I just drag and dropped, put it right there. I gave it some context to exactly what we're selling to these people and the attached reference that I have, so it can go look at it and then take it through in a similar format. And all I have for that, what that looks like, is literally just this. It's the sales process and just says our company is this. And then down here, it's got, all of our examples, right? So not too difficult. I mean, if you already have these messages pre-made, you can just put them in a document and it'll sift through them for you. And then I said output only, copy and paste ready message as best as you can. Do not include any asterisks or notes. It's still including asterisks right there, but that's delete those two, or mess with the prompting even more. If the message comes from social media, it should be through that process only. There should be a shorter and briefer by a lot. Message come from email, go through that process only. And then I put in our variables that we had earlier from the fields node. So I have all my credentials right there. And that is all I did for the RAG agent. So then whenever it runs, it's going to use OpenRouter. I chose DeepSeek to go with that, and then retrieve our sales process. And so for this, you'll just click on tool, go to the Google Docs tool. And for this, if you have not set up your Google OAuth credentials, I have a video on that I will link above or have it pop up, but not insanely difficult. I follow it through step by step. I did it with Drive, Gmail, and maybe it was Google Docs or it was some other platform, but Google Docs is the exact same principle. Follow it through, enable it, and you will have the ability to connect to Google Docs to actually get it done. And for the output message, all I did for that is essentially take the output right here, drop it down into message, into the exact channel that I want, and the Slack API. So all that stuff put together will basically generate our reply to look exactly like this. Now, if you have all that done or around wherever you're going to test it, right? So you'll have to tag your bot and have it capture the message. Now, initially, it's not going to capture the message. Whenever you'll send it and it will attach, it's not going to be able to retrieve that message and put it back into NAN. So what you'll do is go to api.slack.com. I'll have this in the description, but your request URL, you need to verify this and then subscribe to the bot events at app_mention. All that is on your trigger. Go ahead and go to webhook URLs, copy this right here, and then go to the Slack API that's connected with your account. Paste it in there. Click on, listen or start your workflow. You're waiting for the trigger, and then go ahead and click that, and it'll go through. And make sure that you have app_mention. This is the only way that your bot is actually going to be able to capture the message and then send it back to NAN to go through the whole process. And after you have that set up, it can look something like this. You can copy and paste this. Then you can head over here and paste it exactly like so. And then just change, hey, Spencer. Maybe add some spaces right there. Delete these asterisks, and your email is ready to get sent off, and we can just say urgent. And now you can just keep this within your Slack so that everybody in there can use it. So let's say they're doing it for a follow-up and they say, the prospect said this, what should I say? So let's actually try that real quick. We'll say, hey, A-Spot, the prospect for PD's Pie said, I'm not interested. What should I say? So let's go ahead and let it run its course. And so, to be honest, this response isn't quite as salesy, I guess would be the right word. I don't know. It's kind of just taking no as an answer. So I'll head back here and I will mess with the prompting. Say you are a sales expert. Find a way around every objection if there is one. Sweet, so we'll leave that in and we'll save it, and then let's go ahead and run this exact same prompt and compare the difference. So now this response is a lot better. Hi, prospect's name. I completely understand getting a website might not be top of mind right now, but I'd love to share how ACE has helped businesses like yours turn their online presence into a growth engine. For example,
One local bakery saw a 40% increase in orders after launching their site with us, all with zero tech hassle on their end. Could I share a quick 10-minute case study? No pressure, just insights. Either way, I'd love to hear what's on top of PewDiePie's mind. What's on top of mind for PewDiePie's this quarter? So that's a lot better, and that's an email that I would actually send. So just mess around with the prompting if it's not exactly to your liking. I mean, this is what works for me, here and there, doing a couple of tweaks, but I wanted to show you guys the setup. And so you could actually just get it rolling ASAP, because this is definitely going to be something that we're going to be using. So now your RAG agent within Slack is set up fully. You can always add different tools and different resources for the bot to become more powerful and more capable. And all a RAG agent is basically it's a retrieval augmented generation. So it's like a super power AI bot that's just got more knowledge and more tools at its disposal than a normal AI agent does. So hopefully this is able to help you guys. You're able to input it into Slack, or maybe you have a different use case for it, but this is what we're going to be doing with it.
If you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to subscribe, like for more, and if you did miss one of my recent videos, this is where I show you exactly how to scrape these prospects that you can send the messages that we just created. You can send them to these prospects essentially for free using a web scraper that I made. Click on that video and start selling some websites. I will see you guys in the next one.